back to Chuck's Guitar Geekery. Today I'm going to look at a pedal that's been out for a while, and in the cheap pedal guitar realm, it's been highly lauded. It's been very popular. I'm talking about the Joyo British Sound. Now this is a clone of Tech 21, has what it's called the Character Series, and it's supposed to be a whole amp sim in a box, so you're supposed to use this to go direct. Does it hold up? There's so many cheap modelers on the market now. I don't know. Now, I mean, the Tech 21 series is the model off of, which it's all analog. So the cab sim in there, it isn't a very powerful cab sim. It almost still sounds kind of not cab sim to me. So I will run this through several tests. Right now, I have it just going direct to the board, and that's it. No other cab sim on it. But I will try it both through. I think it sounds good if you use it as its own preamp and run it into the effects return of your amp if you just want a different flavor with your amp. Or I'll test how it sounds going into the front of an amp too. So let's just do all that. And then the jam track, that was all direct, no other cab sim on it. So I will probably do that jam again, but with some cab sim added to it. The cab sim is a more radar. That's what I use around here. So anyways, you know all that in there. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. You know what to do with YouTubers. We beg you every video we put up to subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the above, and I will have affiliate links below if you want to grab one for yourself. So let's go. Yeah, going direct to a board never sounds good. So I forgot to add I do have reverb in here, and it's a Tone City Tiny Spring. Yeah. The voice knob here, it kind of does two things. It's both kind of a EQ sweep, so you turn it down, it's more of a classic, British style. So in that case, I'm pretty sure Marshall, not Vox. And then as you turn it up, it kind of scoops the mids, but also increases the gain. So let's switch it all the way down. All the way up almost sounds like a cocked wah sound, which could be cool, I guess, but. And it's got a 3-band EQ, which is a pretty powerful EQ. Okay, so now I have it set up so it's going into the effects return of the amp. So that's the Orange Terror stamp. Then for the cab sim, I'm using a more radar. So once again, if you're running straight into the effects return or the effects loop of your amp, there's no preamp involved at that point. So usually doesn't sound good, but. Alright, that's enough of all that. So now I'm going to demonstrate it as a distortion pedal going into the front of the amp. So still the orange Terra stamp here, which doesn't get all the way clean with humbuckers. Okay, so if I was going to use this pedal at a gig, this is how I would have it set up. I would be running it into the effects return of an amp. So, you know, like I have this wall of PBs here I usually use as a pedal platform of sorts, so this is another way to use them as a pedal platform. So what I would do is it would be part of the pedal board, and I would hit it with the front with the overdrive. So I have the DistroKid DF7 modeling a tube screamer right now. And I have the British sound set up kind of crunchy. It doesn't really get clean, so... You know, so it sounds like a Marshall kind of crank to the edge of breakup. I can clean it up a bit with the volume knob on the guitar. And then I could hit it in the front with the overdrive pedal. Okay, so now to really demonstrate how that would work in practice, I'm going to do that opening jam track again, but this time running it in this way. Because at the beginning it was just the pedal straight into the board through a reverb. But that was it. So. Enough of all that sloppy playing. So anyways, yeah, does it hold up? As a standalone modeler, I say no. I think with the lack of impulse responses, if you're doing anything direct, impulse responses are the way to go. So you can use this, add a more radar or something like that, or a DistroKid cab driver. You know, there's a lot of impulse response loaders in a pedal for pretty cheap these days, so I would add one of those to it. Otherwise, use it as a preamp. Going to the front of the amp, I think it's too much coloration adding the 2 layers. Yes, the EQ is pretty powerful. You could probably dial in something, but at the end of the day, I think using it as a preamp, because they have like a US version, you know, which I think is more Fender style. They have a Voxy version, so I think they call it AC Tone or something like that. So if you just want different flavors going into your same amp, or if you have an amp like this, you know, any solid state amp, or even Boss Katana, if you want a more analog front end, because I'm pretty sure all the preamp part of that is analog. You can run it into the effects return of something like this, get a different sound. So anyways, thumbs up, subscribe. I said that all at the beginning. Until next time, see you later.